Namaskar, welcome to this edition of News Bulletin. In the headlines today, SAIL clocks best ever Q2 hot metal and crude steel production in the second quarter of FY20. Birth anniversary of Shahid Veer Birsa Munda celebrated. And Annual Day and Children's Day celebrated by juvenile delinquents of observation and special home. And now the news in detail. SAIL declared the results for the second quarter of the current financial year today. The company posted a net loss of Rs 342.84 crore in Q2 FY20. Considering the weak market sentiments and global consumption trends during the last few months, the overall margin of the steelmaker was affected, similar to other domestic steel producers. Owing to the extended monsoon season and low demand from the core sectors, the domestic steel demand was also affected. Notwithstanding these, SAIL achieved its best ever Q2 hot metal and crude steel production during Q2 FY20. Sri Anil Kumar Chaudhary, Chairman SAIL, said on the occasion, the second quarter was affected by a lot of factors, both domestic and global. It is common knowledge that several steel consuming sectors, including auto, infrastructure and manufacturing, did not perform well in the said quarter. At the same time, the prices also have faced continuing downward pressure. This has reflected in the results. He further added, during the period, the company has undertaken several measures for cost reduction across the organization. The measures include improving operational efficiency through better techno-economic performances, better utilization of raw materials, and improving revenue generation through other means. These efforts were supplemented with higher employee engagement and participation in cost control efforts. The company will continue to take further measures in the area of cost control in the coming quarters. Meanwhile, timely announcement of new corporate tax rates and a slew of measures for increasing infrastructure and allied demand for steel by the government raise hope for the future. Its positive ripples will be reflecting in the coming quarters. The move for new corporate tax regime is expected to bring in investments in new projects from the freed up cash. The renewed thrust of the government on investments and infrastructure projects, coupled with industry-friendly measures, are likely to help in increasing steel demand in the second half of the financial year, signaling that the worst period may be over. The 144th birth anniversary of Shahid Veer Birsa Munda was celebrated with pomp and ceremony by the Birsa Munda Statue Committee at Birsa Chowk, Rourkela on 15th November. Mr. Rajveer Singh, ED P&A, Rourkela Steel Plant, was the chief guest on the occasion. Mr. Biswajit Mahapatra, Sub-Collector Panposh and RTO, Mr. D.K. Mahapatra, ED MM, Dr. S.S. Pati, Director in Charge M&HS, Mr. A.K. Nayak, CGMTA and CSR, Mr. Ramendra Kumar, GMPR and COC, Sister Anupama, Provincial Daughters of the Cross, Hamirpur, were the guests of honor. Present on the occasion were several senior officers of RSP and the state government, representatives of civil society organization, school students, teachers and parents. Addressing the gathering, Mr. Singh reminisced the contributions of Veer Birsa Munda within a short span of his life, which has left indelible marks on the sands of time. He exhorted all to follow his ideals and serve for the betterment of the nation with patriotic zeal and fervor. The program started with a rendition of Bande Utkala Janani. It was followed by dignitaries paying floral tributes to the great freedom fighter. The winners of various competitions held among students were awarded on this occasion. Ms. Swarna Prabha Mohanty, Masters of Athlete, was also felicitated on the occasion. Professor Bijay Kumar Topo, Secretary Birsa Munda Statue Committee, delivered the welcome address and presented a report on the activities of the organization. Dr. M. Soren, Joint Director MNHS and Vice President BMSC, proposed a formal vote of thanks. Mr. Prasanna Kumar Tripathi, Joint Secretary Birsa Munda Statue Committee, coordinated the meeting. The Juvenile Delinquents of Observation and Special Home Rourkela celebrated the Annual Day and Children's Day on 14th November 2019. A grand program was organized at the Observation Home in the association with Rotary Club of Rourkela Steel City. Mr. Ramendra Kumar, GM, PR and COC, RSP was the chief guest, while Ms. Eva Bhattacharya, Assistant Collector, Rourkela, was the guest of honor on the occasion. Rotarian Kuljit Kaur Sidhu, President Rotary Club of Rourkela Steel City, Rotarian Dr. Anjana Maitra, Advisor, and Rotarian Prativa Devi, Secretary, Rotary Club of Rourkela Steel City, representatives of different NGOs were present on the occasion. Addressing the inmates, Mr. Kumar exhorted them to realize their innate potential, nurture their passion, and excel in what they are good at. Giving the examples of the strong determination of Ms. Arunima Sinha, the first amputee who scaled Mount Everest to create history, and Mr. Sudarshan Patnaik, the renowned sand artist, he exhorted the children to live their dreams in spite of all the odds. Ms. Bhattacharya, in her address, encouraged the children to become good citizens and serve the nation. A heart-touching Odia play, Parivartan Amo Samajara Eka Swara, was staged by the children on the occasion. Earlier, the dignitaries lighted the ceremonial lamp to mark the beginning of the program amid the chanting of slokas. Mr. P.C. Tripathi, Chief Academic Counselor and Teacher of Observation Home, elaborated on the activities undertaken as part of the celebrations. The dignitaries presented awards to the winners of different competitions, including sports, games, and other competitions. The prizes were sponsored by the Rotary Club. Earlier, Rotarian Kuljit Kaur Sidhu welcomed the gathering. Rotarian Dr. Anjana Maitra, Advisor, and Rotarian Prativa Devi, Secretary, also spoke on the occasion. And that's all for today. Namaskar.